Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. How's it going? We're in the third part now. This is gonna be Act Two of our special edition here of Home by Dark, made by Jason himself, of Protagonist Industries. Um, Actually, I forgot your last name, Jason, but that's fine.
Oh, awesome.
Olsen. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Wilkins.
Let's do a quick What are we gonna do for overview of Act Two and then begin?
Certainly. So, Act 2 is very similar to Act 1. We'll be doing two more rounds of scene. These scenes will now be starting to kind of push towards a centralizing goal. So, keeping in mind that the final conflict between trying to shake the pursuers, which we've done pretty well so far, and avoiding the danger from happening. Sorry, that was my dog. We will be playing these scenes to kind of help push towards that. Everything is a little bit tougher now. As mentioned at the tail end of the last segment, the secret now has one more die on it, but the pursuer and the danger both have four more. And what makes things worse is rather than opposing with 3 dice in their die pool, they all have 5 dice. So things have definitely gotten harder.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. So I have to gonna need a bigger dice pool.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna need a bigger boat.
I apologize, but apparently my dog is about ready to explode. So if you would not mind continuing with the first scene, and I will be right back.
Yeah, no, go ahead. We'll be here. We'll do the first scene.
Sounds good. I'll be right back.
Yep, no problem. Classic doggos.
Yep. Always needing to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Weird.
Copy. Paste. And the secret has 2 dice, right?
Yeah,
Perfect, just as I planned. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the only thing that changes. Everything else is the same for scenes then?
Yep.
Okay, well, I only got 2 character dice. Okay, then. So, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to do some more things about the pursuer.
Eric, I think you and I are about to have very similar scenes.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about grabbing you for a scene here.
I'm assuming your scenes that could be like my scenes, so yeah.
Pursuer-related scenes are result of responsibility dice. Perfect, yeah. So the idea that I have is that we are going to be... we have to outrun... Like, the pursuer's chasing us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. No, this is Act 2. So we're cutting over to boy, they got like those like Model Ts. Like they got that like that black like mobster cars or whatever, and we're in this pickup truck, and we have Duke in the truck, and we're trying, and it's me and Rob. So you're my free thing, and I'm gonna spend one of my things for the flatbed truck here. And we gotta lose the pursuers. All right.
Yep.
Maybe we don't even know it's the pursuers yet, but it's like they're like following us, right? And then as soon as we realize that they're following, we took like 3 left turns and they're still following us, and so then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, we gotta lose these guys.
I think the scene probably starts right. It's like I look in the mirror, you look in the mirror, like we're doing that awkward silence thing where I look in the mirror and I just go, Herman,
Robert,
that car has been following us now for about 30 minutes.
Yeah. I think we say 30 minutes at the exact unanimous time or whatever, right?
Yeah. Like we both just look at each other and like, Herman, do you see that car behind us? And you go, yep. And I go, yep. Do you reckon he's? And you just go, yep.
Exactly. And so the first time we have to kind of like work together a little bit here. And yeah. So I like the idea that it starts downtown or whatever. So we're like,
We're leaving the general store.
Yeah, we're leaving the general store. Yeah, and that car pulls out behind us or whatever, right? And so we're going down Main Street, and we realize it's following us. And so I make like a quick, like hard left turn. And the car like it goes, like as I almost like drifts a little bit as we like go down like an alleyway or whatever.
Too fast, too.
Yeah, we see the other car. We see the Model T Mafia car or whatever like come up behind and like following us too. So now we're going through like this little like side alley thing. Like we get like someone's picnic blanket like hits the front of the screen, and I'm telling you,
We hit
like,
a fruit stand.
yeah, no, yeah, and like we need you to yeah, like I need you, Robert, to get the picnic blanket off the windshield or whatever. So I'm driving out here, and like I need to like get the like, you have to like get that thing off, and like we see it fly.
And whatever you do, do not drive anywhere near the damn house.
Yeah.
And like I throw the blanket behind us, like smoke screen.
Yeah. No. Honestly, I was thinking about it being like, that was on our car for a while as we're driving, and it's there. Then you finally grab it, and like you get it, and it flies back on them, and then we'll see if it stops them, and we lose them, right?
Yeah.
So the question is, do we lose the pursuers?
Yeah, do we lose the pursuers?
They're literally the pursuers right now.
Yeah. So they have this scene. Wait, so question for Act 3 for you, Jason, or Act 2? Do Act 2 scenes start with 3 dice in their pool?
Act 2 scenes, the opposition is 5 dice.
So they have 5, we have 4.
All right, well, I got 2 responsibility dice. You have 1 responsibility dice for helping me, and then I have another one, a flatbed truck, so I have 4.
And don't worry, Eric, I'll roll.
How many times did we go through in round 2?
2 times.
Okay, another 2 times.
Don't worry, I'll roll the opposition because my rolls are the worst.
I got 3 successes.
Say luck.
Yeah, we did it. So that we knocked out the pursuer by 1, right? We did it. Okay, that's the scene.
Nice. So
yeah, we see. Well, the resolution is that we see the picnic blanket like hit the car or whatever, like spins off and hit the fruit stand. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Nice.
We do not tell Amelia about this. We say that at the same time. It's really awkward.
Looking at each other.
Yeah.
I want to do a scene about the danger with Zeke.
Stop putting my little brother in danger. What the fuck?
It's a big brother's dream come true.
Well, obviously, they found where the uncle has been hiding out, and obviously, Zeke was told not to tell anyone else, and obviously Zeke told me all about it.
Yeah,
obviously.
And so since I have all these school books and all these storybooks about it, and shoot, I don't know. None of these are locations, so I can't pull that into. Actually, wait. The danger, I use both my dice, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'll have 2. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. I'll have 4. Sure. Yeah. So I'm 1 for you, and then I'm spending 1 of my points for my school bag.
Your Swiss Army bag.
Swiss Army bag. And so,
hey, look, Robert's pistol was in here this time. That was weird.
If we could have 2 assets, I totally would. Like, well, why is the gun in here? And the knife. How weird.
It's in their flatbed truck. What?
The flatbed truck.
Who put this rocket launcher in here?
Who put this in here?
How'd you fit that in a school backpack? 30s was a crazy time.
No one ever said how big
it's the depression, man. You got to put a lot of stuff. You got to fit what you can, and yeah. And so we come down on the creek with Zeke and Amelia, Zeke's probably like leading the way, and I'm following behind.
With my switch.
You brought the knife. You're like, ha 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 ha. So yeah, we probably like cross over the stream, or whatever, and I'm like, careful, Zeke, you don't want to fall.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean nothing. It's clear. I'm a good walker.
Yeah, I know. Just want to make sure I don't get hurt or nothing.
Oh yeah. I should be walking all gentleman-like, like what Robbie does next to you.
I think she giggles a little bit, and like, Robbie talk much about me when you two hang out?
Oh yeah, all the time. It's like everything he's talking about, it's always about how is Amelia doing? I wonder if Amelia will like this. It's very sweet. You must think of you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like a sister or something.
Well, that's perfect. She's like she probably has like a hand in front of her mouth, and she's like trying like to hold back laughter, and like. Well, if Robbie ever asks, you can tell him I think about him a lot too.
Like a brother?
No, nope, not like that. Like something else.
Okay. Well, if he asks, I'll tell.
Okay.
Oh,
And
I think Robbie said I wasn't supposed to tell you all that. Can you keep it a secret?
You can trust me.
Good.
You know what? Sometimes you have to keep secrets, but it's not always bad, you know. Sometimes you can tell people, like Duke. We don't want to tell too many people about him.
True.
Mm-hmm. Some people like think back. I think back, like seeing the carnival and like. So we probably we probably heard something when we were at the carnival, like, oh, we want to get that freaking dragon back or whatever. So like I think back to that and like. And then come back into this. Like my mind comes back into the scene, and like, yeah, we don't want no bad people getting him. So
no, he's important to me and the family. He's like a dog,
like a big dog that might be able to fly and breathe fire someday.
Yep, fly and breathe fire.
Yeah. So yeah, just remember that. Sometimes you have to keep secrets to protect people.
Okay.
And I'm using my reason on Zeke. So I will get 2 points when the scene's done. And so I think we come up onto the cave, and yeah, basically the question I want to answer is, I want to find like, do we find out what this actually is? Because we've kind of like been poking around it, and like we think it might be related to it, but not entirely sure. I think like this is like kind of where we may or may not figure out what it is.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What is this thing?
Yeah.
It's not quite a yes or no question, but like, is this thing a dragon? It's probably a pretty good question.
The scenario would be, do we figure out what it is?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You walk into the
I guess
cave
another thing
and
is
find
like,
a picture of the dragon.
do we figure out how it's connected to Duke?
Well, it didn't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't help that we failed that dragon fire breathing thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
You keep saying we. I'm undefeated right now. Thank you.
All right, so I have my one hope, one responsibility, one for school bag, and one for Zeke. I'll get our 4d6 greater than 4. Ooh, that's so good.
I can roll.
That's less than ideal.
Yeah. Woo!
Wow.
Yes.
Yay! Sometimes that works out.
This is why Stalin does the rolls for the best.
You are amazing. You are amazing.
I have a unique set of skills.
So that adds one to the secret, right? So how that works?
Was it danger?
Takes
or
one
was
from
it
the danger.
Oh, it takes one
Yes.
from the danger.
Takes
Okay.
one from the danger.
Sorry. I was thinking that.
Yeah, so I
plays
think
into the okay.
So I think we probably like go in, and then we're like walking in, and then like we don't see anything like at first, and like we get into like where it's like a little almost a little too dark to see, and then like Zeke, I thought you said that thing was here.
What? It was. Really?
And then like right there we hear like a big dragon roar, and then like I'm thinking maybe like it flies out past us or something like that, and like we catch just like we like just standing in shock as it like flies out, and we hear like whoosh, whoosh, as it's flying away.
Oh, yeah. The music crescendos.
Oh yeah.
This is literally like the Free Willy, like you know what I mean? On the camera angle.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I was like both like looking up, like mouth agape, just look down and then look up and like. Yeah, that's exactly. And I feel like just like it's like, and I start thinking like that thing was blue. That blue looked a lot like what Duke's colors look like.
Maybe it's not his uncle.
Scene.
And he does that, and Amelia's eyes just get really wide, and then the scene closes.
Nice. I heart that.
So I thought I had my scene done, but now I'm trying to power game.
Optimize.
Literally, yeah.
I would like to spend 2 of mine to. I'm gonna get another hope.
Nice. You're so hopey now.
Well,
I
you
am
have a lot
hoping.
of stuff to spend, so yeah.
Dropped in cash monies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Have I used both of? Yes, I have used both of those. I'm sorry. I try to power game every once in a while. It's not even power gaming. It's I had 2 scenes. I already have 2 scenes planned. I just have to figure out the order I want to place them, and I'm going to do it in the order that helps me.
Yeah.
The one that doesn't just.
Well, it's funny too because like power gaming in this means the dragon is all good, so like we want to win.
Yes. So this scene is going to be with Amelia.
All right.
Cool.
I'm going to spend no points.
None.
Wait. Yeah. I'll spend 1 point, and we're going to be at the Harvest Festival.
Okay.
And we are going to be against the pursuers.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Okay.
If you can't tell, Robbie doesn't like the pursuers more than he doesn't like the dragon. So I think this is like probably about 2 hours after the last scene.
Sure.
And I was just like, hey, Amelia, would you like to go to the Harvest Festival?
If you're asking if I want to go to the Harvest Festival, I would love to.
Yep, that's what I was asking. Yep, that was it. Sorry, I got a like a really bad fake cough.
I've been having a cough recently too. It's okay.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, probably just a cold.
I go to put my hand on her shoulder, and then I stop, and then I look at myself and I go, what the fuck am I doing? And then I just put my hand on your shoulder and I look at you like dead in the eyes. You're getting pierced with these icy blues. I'm like, Amelia, more so than anything else in this world, I am here to help you and protect you. If there is something that is going on that you are not telling me, because this cough has been going on for a while at this point, right?
Yeah, probably. I haven't been doing the scenes as much, but it's probably been pretty noticed. Now it's getting probably like fairly noticeable.
At the very least, Robbie has definitely noticed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You fucking sneeze near Robbie, and he's like, she's dying.
Kleenex?
He's like, tissue, handkerchief, cough drop, cigarette. Time appropriate medicines. Cigarette, whiskey.
What do you need?
All of it at once. Okay. He just goes, but yeah, no, so I'm just. One would say that I'm trying to give her a reason to trust me. One might argue. I just go, Amelia, I'm here for you no matter what. And if there is something going on, I will be there by your side, and I will fight to the ends of this goddamn earth to make sure you are okay. So you need to be 115% honest with me right now. Are you okay? I'll take those 2 character points, which really will only be 1 because I had spent 1 on the carnival.
She gets a big smile on her face, and she leans in and kisses him on the cheek.
So Robbie passes out.
Yeah.
So the pursuers show up, and you're on your own. Have fun. I don't know.
Oh my god, that would be so perfect too. Like we're at the Harvard, like we drove there, we're at the Harvard Festival, we have that conversation, and we're like eating I'm not sure what 30s fair food was like, but like
Corn dog.
Oh yeah, I guess it's probably pretty much the same. Yeah, we're like sitting at a table or something like that, and he just like looks down, and then someone comes up and it's like, "Hey, mind if we talk to you two for a moment?" or something like that. Like they found us or something.
And that's when Robbie goes for the punch. like no one know what it is. It's you and I are walking, and like it's like, very subtle romantic music.
Yeah.
Like it's like, are they gonna hold hands? Oh, look at that! The hands are dangerous.
They're almost touching.
She just brushed his hand. He might go for the. And then someone bumps into you, in a way, and then there's a second where I'm just about to punch him just because they bumped into you, and then I recognize them as like the guy who was behind the Model T.
Yeah.
And then I'm really bad to punch him. So I get 2 for my I'm responsibly punching this random stranger.
You're gonna punch responsibly.
Exactly.
That should be the tagline to the game.
I personally liked the well, fucking, I'm trying to remember the line. Like, yeah, European lizards don't fly, or something like that from earlier. It was fantastic. I'll have to rewatch the entire VOD to find it again, but it was a quote that nearly killed me, minus that last scene, which nearly killed me. Yeah, so I get 2 for me, 1 for Amelia, and 1 for Carnival.
Yep. I
think so.
So 4v5. Damn it, Robbie, you're rolling for your love life right now. Roll well.
Roll for your life.
Fuck me.
No.
God, dude, you are the worst at rolling. I'm so sorry, but you really are.
I know.
Who wants to roll for the pursuers?
I'm feeling lucky, so I'm not gonna roll. I don't want to roll.
Okay.
I'll roll for them too. -6 wins.
I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So 5d6 greater than 4. Oh my god, no!
Oh. That's 3.
Yeah, so that's a difference of 3. So what happens?
So that means this was on the danger, right? Or I mean the pursuer, right? So the pursuer now has 3 more.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
So on his next one, he's rolling 8 dice. Or 7 dice?
No. It's always going to be 5 for all the opposition.
He just has more health points for this. Yeah. Okay, so I guess the way that this is like I turn around and like, watch it, ass, and then just like someone just like, and then he just like decks me. Like I go to deck him and he just decks me, and like maybe it's the pursuer, maybe it's not. Like I don't even know if they recognize me. This dude just like fucking like basically breaks my nose. Just
Guy's an actual fighter.
What was the question we were answering again?
well, actually, I never asked the question, but the question was, are the pursuers going to ruin this date?
Oh, nice.
And the answer is yes.
They did. It was a resounding yes.
He spills red wine on my shirt, and I'm like, damn it, that was my good shirt.
Awesome.
Oh, it's my only shirt.
My only shirt. Cool.
That was my fancy shirt in that it was a shirt.
Yeah, I mean, Zeke doesn't even have a shirt, right?
That's right. It's got coveralls because they cover all.
It only had 2 holes in it. That was a good shirt.
Awesome. All right, now it goes to
Zeke. So I'm going to do the secrets. I am going to have Herman there. Excuse the noise. I'm going to have Herman there, and I'm going to invoke the school bag. Oh,
The almighty school bag.
and it's going to take place on the homestead. And I think that's everything I can toss at it right now. For 6 dice right now, which is nice at the cost of 2 character points. The question is, can I keep Duke calm?
I should point out that I invoked my reason, so I should get 2 character points.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can give him my 2, so you can just drag him off of me to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Recycling.
So we have to keep Duke calm, or try to.
I was supposed to say, I just got my ass kicked on this date. I'd better at least get the 2 things I was power gaming for. Like, come on.
All right. So what I'm gonna set up is we've gotten back. So this is after Amelia took me back after we did our little adventure, and I'm immediately rushing to go grab Duke. And I take the school bag, and I decide, well, if that thing seems to be related, maybe he should see Duke. So I'm putting Duke in the bag, which is always a good idea considering his fear.
Yep.
And for right now, his head's kind of sticking out, and I put it over my shoulders, and I'm like running across the just in front of the house. Where Herman can see it just outside, as I'm like basically running right past most of the windows, heading towards the road.
Yeah, so I rush out the house, yelling, clamoring at you, being like, "Zeke, where are you going? What are you doing?"
I'm going to find his dad, or maybe mom, but I'm gonna guess dad. You know, I don't know. I don't know how the dragons. You could tell their bodies apart, but. We found one. The hole, there was one, it had the same kind of scales as Duke. And I'm going to go see if they know each other because, and I kind of look at you like very seriously.
Son, yeah, that's not safe. I'm coming with you.
Well, okay, let's go. And I start running.
Yeah, I feel like it was pretty difficult for me to actually want to agree with you to do this, but that's the best I can do. So let's go.
So I'm basically booking down the road with you right behind me, and I start hearing Duke kind of screeching because of the fact he's basically bobbing in and out of the bag almost as I'm running. So I stop. I'm like, oh well, I better fasten him. So I wrap the cover over the book bag. I apologize in advance to Amelia if this roll goes bad.
Ruin my book bag.
And actually, it's going to be a pretty early resolution, so I'm going to actually resolve it right here to see what.
Don't worry, she has a fire extinguisher in there.
So I gave you one, the truck gave you one. Okay, yeah. And then I'll roll 5d6.
Sounds good.
You sure you don't want me to do it?
No, I got this.
Nice. Nice one.
Nice.
So he starts wriggling around in the bag, screeching, and I actually start noticing some smoke billowing out from the gaps in the bag, and I flip it open, and he's like kind of, you could see the dragon equivalent of hyperventilation. He's starting to not look so great, and I'm like, oh, and I like pull him out. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know, Duke, I didn't know. It's okay. And he's like belching out little smoke puffs, but he's starting to calm down.
Amelia's mouth homework is on fire.
It's okay. And as he's starting to calm down, I notice that he kind of perks his head up and looks over in the general direction of the crick. I'm like, you know him, right? You smell him or something. we got to keep going. And I start running down the street and not even looking back to see if Herman's keeping up. And that's the scene for this one. Sweet.
Love it. Cool. So now it goes back to me, and this will be my last scene.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay. And this isn't a showdown scene or anything like that. I want to do something dramatic though. This will be a danger scene. I'm gonna have to spend my die. I only have one die left. But I'm gonna spend it with wait, I think I'm gonna spend it with so I'm gonna grab I don't want Zeke in the scene, I'm really sorry because it wouldn't make sense. But I'm gonna have Robert and Amelia in the scene with me. So I'm gonna spend my die to have Amelia come along with me.
Okay.
And here's the scene, here's what's setting up.
Which
So we're
story pillar was it? I don't know if I caught that.
I'm sorry, what?
Which story pillar is it?
Oh, danger.
Oh, danger. Gotcha. Okay.
I think we're gonna do danger. And what's going to happen is... No, I'm sorry. I think it might be pursuer.
Okay.
And the pursuer question is not that we lose the pursuer, but for some they have Johnny Barrett, Lockhart III, has kidnapped Joe from the general store. Holding out. He's going to tell him that he knows that there's a where the dragon is, even though he may not, or may not, or whatever. And we're going to go rescue him. And so the question is, can we rescue Joe from
Nice.
Johnny Barrett Lockhart? So it's going to be the three of us doing this scene. Okay.
And for whatever reason, I don't bring the gun. Yep.
Well, you could bring the gun, but it's just it doesn't count as an asset for the scene, right?
Okay. Well,
so
then,
here's what's going on then.
Yeah, I have the gun.
Okay. So, we start with okay, so here's something I want to ask if it's still worthy of the pursuers though. The pursuers aren't there. The building's on fire and he's trapped inside. Because they he wouldn't answer or didn't know, so they trapped him in there and they lit the place on fire.
Oh, they're taking this stuff serious.
So we have to go in there and save him, basically, right? And so it's like general store's on fire, and we have to go in there and save him. Okay.
Did a dog tell us the general store was on fire by any chance?
Yeah, his name's Lassie. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was about to say, it feels like a callback to a joke I made a while ago.
Maybe to connect it more to actually really connect it, maybe Joe knows something, so if we succeed in the role, we learn something, but if we don't, Joe fire.
Joe burn.
Yeah. Okay.
Or something like that.
So win-win.
So we pull up real quick into the town or whatever, and it's we get there or we're there before the fire trucks and stuff like that. If there even are fire, I guess there's fire trucks.
The fire brigade.
Yeah, the fire brigade
and everything.
We're there before the bucket has been passed.
we hear Joe holler in, being like, "Somebody help me!" And so I'm kind of stunned at this fire, and that's where we start.
So I'm assuming that the front door is going to be locked.
It's not. It's probably broken into. It's probably broken down.
Yeah.
But it's the smoke's pulling out of it, or pouring out of it, or something.
Yeah. So
I was just gonna say, if the front door is locked, you just hear the sound of gunfire through a lock, and then a door being kicked open because I am.
Yeah, and so it's super smoky and things are on fire. It's really hard to see. You guys go in.
You let your daughter run into a burning building?
I'm stunned. Basically,
well, I was gonna say my participation is we get out, and then see Herman is just kind of stunned, and I'm like, Dad, Joe's in there. You gotta help him.
And I don't move or anything until you have to forcibly rustle me out of my thing.
Yeah.
I know this is your scene, but my character's not gonna wait around for you, and at the same time, Amelia already has a.
I know. Well, what we see in so this is weird though. This is because I'm invoking my own fear. Is that okay?
Oh shit! Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Okay, yeah, and so like we actually like see a scene from like World War One of like a quick like flash, like a cut of like there's like fire going on and
Okay, yeah,
like a
sorry,
soldier
yeah,
guy
yeah,
like
I'm
runs into
sorry,
like a burning
yeah.
building and things like that. And I'm like stuck right there in this moment for a minute.
Yeah, so yeah, I think like I like look at the fire and then I look at you and like, yeah, I know, fires. I know fire is really you're not good with it, and after you get back, but Dad, you got to go in there and save him.
Yeah, and you got to be like, I got and you shake it off.
Yeah,
and it's
like you got to face your fears. It doesn't like if you don't, Robert might too, and
yeah. If I'm not back in 2 minutes, like like find the sheriff, and then I run in there after Robert, and I think that's when we roll.
Yeah.
Yep. Have fun. I'll
Okay,
roll
so
for the
I
bad
gain
guy.
2. Robert and Amelia give me an additional +1. That's about it.
So
Oh,
1, 2, 3,
roll
4.
for the bad guys. Unless you don't want to roll for the bad guys if you think I'm due.
Oh yeah, it is only 4. You can use the general store as a thing. So.
Do you want me to roll for the bad guys?
Yeah, give us your bad skills.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Poor
so the
Joe.
pursuer adds 1.
I like how
We can't save
The
Joe.
pursuers are doing really good.
I like how the carnies are more intimidating than the dragon.
Yeah.
Yep. So, so I guess what this looks like then is the we're unable to save Joe, and then like the fire is getting worse. It hits the grain or something like that, and so like I have to like pull Robert out, and like we gotta go, like we can't, you gotta go, and I barely save you.
There's like a fire, like a big plume goes like, and like Amelia after both of you, and
like I barely save you, or you barely save me, or something like that, and we get out.
that argument is
just
going
in
to
the
be
nick of
gone.
time.
That argument is going to continue for the rest of our lives. Who saved 2 in the fire?
No, I'm a big.
Our short lives before we get arrested by the carnival assassins.
We're gonna kidnap my carnies.
Party police.
CPD, Carnival Police Department.
Oh my god.
All you, Tux.
Yeah. So I think. I think I want to do something with the secret. To try and get Duke of some more things in its pool. I think I'm gonna so we're on the homestead. I'm going to use the. So I think at this point, like we got Duke back, and like Duke's kind of started showing some of what Duke can do. Like the fire started coming out with the thing. Maybe like he started flying a little bit, and so now it's I guess the question is, can Duke help us stop the carnies? And so I'm going to use
I like that.
the truck, the homestead, and Robbie. Or wait, no. Yeah, Robbie.
Yo, tag me in, fam.
Yep. And so I think it's onto us, and like we're out in the field. With and like Duke's probably like it's probably the 2 of us like hanging out, and then we're probably like watching Duke or something, and like Duke's like,
You're watching Duke.
yeah, I'm watching Duke and you're with me. So Duke's like probably like doing like little flame puffs and like looking up and like acting all excited when he does it, and I'm like oh yeah, good job, Duke, and everything, and then
Yeah, good job, Duke.
and I'm like, then I look up at Robbie and like those carnies are going to keep coming after him.
Not if they get killed.
Uh,
Sorry, that was somber.
Well, they burned down the general store. They seem like they can handle themselves pretty well.
Yes, that does appear to be the case.
And I look back at Duke and like
We have a goddamn dragon, I would like to point out, though.
lifts off the ground and then like do something like, I got an idea. And I like walk over and like probably like the one bone or whatever, and I like start like, hey Robbie, can you hit the truck?
And yeah, sure. You hear I walk around the building, and then you hear the sound of me failing to do the clutch, followed by like a very faded, like, God damn it. Followed by the truck finally coming around.
Yeah, and so like you pull it around, I'm like getting Duke like you know, with a dog, you get him riled up with a toy or whatever.
Do you want to go inside?
Yeah, I'm doing that with Duke, like getting him like riled up, and he's like lifting up and I'm like then I like sit in the passenger seat with the door open, and I just look at you and like drive.
What the fuck?
Drive. Come on, go.
Okay, I'm driving.
Yeah, and basically I'm trying to test Duke's. The point of this is like trying to test Duke's limits and see how fast he can go and like if he shoots bigger flames or whatever. Like if he can keep up with the truck and like see what he can do. And so yeah, the question is, can Duke help us with the carnies? And so if yes, we'll see him do something cool. Yeah. So I have 2 hope.
That's Robbie.
1 from Robbie, 1 for the truck, and 1 for the homestead. So I'm rolling 5. So 5.
Does the fear part come into play here? I was just wondering if the fear part of Duke comes into play.
Now the window's open. It's fine.
Oh. Okay.
Duke's outside of the truck chasing it.
Oh yeah. Plus he's also not in the truck.
Okay, so the fear and ability don't do anything mechanically. It's just something to keep in mind for scene flavor, right?
Right.
Okay.
That was what I used the backpack for, basically.
Okay.
You're just like, I wonder if I can make this go wrong. Yay.
Come on! What?
Wow!
What is that?
Dude, I'm gonna yell at Suzanne after this about roll 20 dice hacks.
What the? What?
And suddenly the secret is worse.
I would like to point out that once again, I am mostly undefeated.
Oh my god!
Oh.
So the secret loses dice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Duke lost 2.
Oh,
Oops.
Oh.
man, that's rough. All right, rip Duke.
Yeah. So like we try it for a while and like Duke isn't able to keep up like. And so we stop, and then I get out and like holding Duke, and like, oh no, it's okay. Like you're like I'm like petting him, or whatever, and I kind of look up like
There.
yeah, like a little bit of a sad look in my eyes as I look at Robbie, and like it's kind of like a confidence thing, like well, crap, that plane didn't do anything, like just yeah, and then
You're right.
It's always darkest before the dawn, right?
Nope.
and probably just to make it worse, I probably give another like.
Oh.
and then close scene.
This is the part where Robbie like rips off his shirt to reveal Carnival uniform.
I've been with them all along.
Why do you think I was so good at ring toss?
You pull out a bowling pin. Give me the dragon.
He's part of the secret carny police.
All right, your scene, Robbie.
I'm going to take Herman.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to take Amelia.
Okay.
I'm going to take my pistol. This is going to be at the homestead.
All right.
And you know I'm going after the goddamn pursuers.
Okay.
And it should be a quick scene. It's just kind of sitting around the table. It's awkward because it's Herman and me and Amelia. And we're eating, and Zeke is... You can, like, hear Zeke upstairs, like, playing with a dragon.
Oh,
This has become normal.
Yeah.
It should be a quick scene. And, I think there's some sort of like you two are having a discussion, and Robbie is like just very absentmindedly cleaning the gun, just not talking to you, nothing, like barely acknowledges that you exist, including you, Amelia, and that one is odd.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
definitely
that's
like-
really odd. So you're just cleaning your gun. Wait, we're not eating or anything, right? Like we just ate, right?
Yeah, something like that. You guys are doing whatever
Yeah,
you want
okay,
to do.
cool.
I
So
literally,
I-
like, I
Yeah,
haven't
so
eaten
I'd
in
probably
a
say
couple
something
days,
like,
probably.
is something wrong? Do you wait? Do you like to you? If I'm trying to talk nice to you, I would call you Robbie, right?
No, you would not call me Robbie. If you want to talk nice to me, you would avoid calling me Robbie by any goddamn chance.
I would call you Robert, right?
You would damn well call me Robert.
Alright. So that I'd be
Robert
like,
or
is something
Robert
bothering
Wilkins.
you? Is something bothering you, Robert? You didn't touch any, like half your food.
Wasn't hungry. Man doesn't always have to eat.
Yeah, but a grown man like yourself should. What's up?
There's a lot of things a grown man like me should be able to do. One of them is protect the goddamn household. And he kind of stands up and like looks out the window, and he's just like, like this is like the night after the he got his nose broken.
Yeah.
Not actually broken, but like got a busted lip.
Yeah.
He still got like.
So I ask him. So I go Robert and go, Robert, you got knocked down, right? You got knocked down, but then what'd you do?
Got back up, and I
Got
plan on
back
keep
up.
getting back up until they make sure that I can't get back up.
And that's why people get knocked down.
And then you hear, I think this is the point where you hear tires squeal into the yard.
Ooh.
And I just like open up a window and I just see like 3 Model Ts.
Oh.
And the question is simply, will any of them survive as Robert scares away the pursuers?
Okay. Do we have the? Oh.
You just
We
lost
have
the
lost-
text.
I think we just lost a tux. Might have been. You see if he says something. Probably lost power.
It is unfortunate.
Yeah. But
But luckily my line.
we can do this without him for the
Well,
time being,
yeah,
right?
and before that, I think so. Like you literally just see me like just grab the pistol and load the pistol, like put in. So like it has 1 in the chamber. Like I'm being delicate about this. I'm making sure there are 9 shots in it because I know there's 8 people outside, and like you probably go to stop me or something, or like you try to do something, and I just look at you and I go, Herman, let me make this painfully obvious. I grew up without a father. I'm making damn sure Zeke doesn't grow up without a father. So you go upstairs and you protect your goddamn son and your goddamn daughter. And then he opens the door and closes the door and gunshots.
Shit.
Oh snap!
Okay. See it.
And so I have 2 plus Herman plus Amelia plus the gun plus the homestead. So I'm rolling 6.
Okay. And then I will roll the 5 for. Nice. Nice. Plus 3.
Beautiful. So knock 3 off that pursuer.
And the answer to the question is no, actually.
That's
Answer.
beautiful.
And that's how you phrase your questions.
Nice.
So literally you hear the door open, you hear the door close, you hear like someone like say something, and you hear Robbie go, can I help you, gentlemen? And then like there's some muttered, and then he goes, oh, that's interesting. I got a friend too. And then you hear 9 gunshots. You just hear like gunshots echo into the night. And then Robbie just walks back and like, I'm gonna need to borrow the truck for a little while. Like you keep your keys in your room, so like there's this
Yeah,
awkward
you just-
like moment where I walk up the stairs and you see me and like Robbie just looks like
Yeah.
cold, and he just looks at you and goes, I'm gonna need to borrow the truck for a while. And I take the keys and I leave.
Alright. Yeah. Tux's internet died.
Oh,
Classic Tux.
Yeah. Messaged me on.
Well, if I were one to,
Well, he already had his scene though, so
that was, yeah,
which is good. But
Yeah.
All right.
I was just going to say, if I were one to assume how one would power game, I think I could take a wild guess who Zeke would be having a scene with, looking at what Zeke still has available.
Yep. So Zeke, this may shock you, is going to work on the secret.
Hold up for a second.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
It seems really unlike Zeke.
Plot twist.
It's a little shocking, but he's going to try to protect Duke. There's gunshots going on downstairs. He's a little concerned about his friend. He apparently has heard something off near the creek. Oh, beautiful.
Your daddy's not your daddy. You found that out the other day too. That's fun.
It's been a very, very dramatic last few days for poor Zeke. So Zeke,
And yet he's still having a fucking blast.
oh dude, Zeke takes it as he can, man. he's a very positive outlook kind of kid. After all, he has cover alls, so he's good to go.
I've been told that they don't just cover most.
So apparently they're doing unscheduled maintenance.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. Apparently, I guess doing it late in the evening means you don't have to tell anybody about it.
That's actually not at all how it works. They still do have to tell you.
I'll tell him tomorrow. That seems to be the way to do it.
And by the way, you know how your internet went out last night?
That's why.
It was the pursuers. It was the goddamn carnies that got us back.
So let's see. I'm gonna say that Zeke takes Duke into his bag. Not his, into Amelia's bag. Puts it on his shoulders, and as after he hears the car taking off, he shimmies down the side pipe to the house, the drain pipe. Let's see, and I'm going to say that this involves. Let's see, I've got 2 left. It's going to involve Herman. It will tacitly involve Amelia. And it will also involve the school bag that I was mentioning. So, I shimmy down the pipe. I yell up because I heard you rushing up the stairs. Herman, we should get to the creek. I think maybe Duke's dad or mom having problems with that part, but whatever it is, maybe it can help us to stop the carnies.
That's a great idea, Zeke.
I knew it.
You're getting smarter and smarter every day.
Yeah. But how are we gonna? I guess we could run.
Yeah, because I'm using the truck right now.
Exactly.
Or take the tractor.
Yeah, the tractor, the high-speed tractor.
It's faster than walking, I guess. I don't know.
And we can also shortcut across the farmstead then.
Yeah. So okay.
So we're making our way across, and the question I have is, will Duke find strength in his family and help us defend against the carnies?
Y'all gonna get us killed.
So how many dice is that?
6 for me.
And then 5 for them.
Who would you like to roll against you?
Yeah. Stalin, you take this one. I've rolled against the past couple times, man.
Woo! You can roll on my side. 4 successes.
Yeah. Down by the old crick.
Yeah!
Yeah, thanks, Stalin, for making us win. Your sweet rolling skills.
That's awesome. I can roll 5 successes for me and fail when it's them.
So we take 2 off, right?
No, I was doing secret, so we add...
Oh, we add 2. Yeah, sorry, the other way around. Okay.
Stalin MVP, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So Tux is joining us again via his phone while they're doing this maintenance.
Ah, excellent.
So we just might have to read to him what's on the screen.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Tux, I'll give you a recap on the last couple scenes. Your future boyfriend just killed a lot of people.
Oh, good. Okay.
But there was a really good line attached to it, so I mean, I
Sure,
think it was
sure.
worth it. I mean, Eric liked it.
Awesome.
it was
Great.
nice.
Yeah.
That was the line that
Sorry, I
I
have
walked
to
back in
do
from.
this quick. Camera
That was-
maintenance.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Comcast decided to do
Nah.
random maintenance at 2 in the morning, which is fair. But yeah, they didn't.
They still have to
They
tell
didn't
you.
like.
They still
they-
have to
yeah,
tell you.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't say anything about it, and then I looked up on the thing, and it's like, "Hey, we're doing maintenance." Like, great, thank you.
Hey, Tux, you should turn your phone that way.
This way.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
So I've just been currently running Duke after your future
Heroics.
heroics. I took Duke and been running down towards the creek to try to hopefully get him some reinforcements by way of maybe his dad/mom/ whatever the hell that is. And we succeeded.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so I run into the cave. The dragon starts kind of tilting its head up, and it starts kind of lilting a little smoke out of its nostrils. And at that point, I put down the bag, open it up, and
Surprise dragon.
show them Duke. At which point, the kind of angry glare that the dragon previously had turns into some sort of. It looks almost like compassion or concern or care, and Duke kind of tromps over, and they have a little heartwarming nuzzling.
Oh, yeah.
Unit.
It's the same musical
Totally.
reprieve that we heard when it flew over or whatever.
Totally.
It's like this huge moment. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
like
very,
positive.
it's a very
yeah.
sharp
Absolutely,
contrast. It's a
God,
very
I wish
sharp
I wish I could just pull
contrast.
out happy music, cinematic, uplifting music. 'Cause that's perfect.
It's the feel good moment that was needed after you just hear gunshots.
So I look at Duke, who then kind of turns towards me, tilts its head, and I say, "So you're going to help us?" At which point it looks up towards its mom, dad, and they both look towards me, and they start heading out of the cave, and that's the scene.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and
Alright.
set the cave on fire.
So how do we resolve?
So the final resolution. So basically, this is one big final Uber scene. What we're gonna do is resolve all of the story pillars, and then the resolutions from those will turn into a final scene, and then we do a little single comment or single description montage for each of us as the epilogue for what we do, or how our characters end up. So to start with, you can get rid of my 2 character points. I spent those this scene.
I spent all 3 of mine.
Yeah.
All 3 of yours? And Amelia, are those 3 that are left, are they correct that you know?
Yeah, I still have 3.
Okay. So every 2 that are left at the end of the game turn into 1 extra die on the secret. Basically, it's
Nice.
a little power up. So we get 1 more die on the secret. And then the way that this works is we now have the pursuer and the danger that we're trying to do our final confrontation on. Individually, each of us get to pick which of those 2 we're trying to confront at the tail end. And whichever one you choose, the same die rules apply. So if you choose pursuer, only responsibility work. If you choose the danger, both of them work as per normal.
Okay.
So the one thing is, as a complete hope character for myself, I'm going to the danger because I can't do squat on the pursuer. So
Yeah.
if you could put maybe some sort of counter, or maybe just a single number that 3 dice are now towards the danger. That's from me.
Take a wild guess where Robbie's going.
And then one by one, let's we can add the rest of us.
So the secret dice get added to the danger dice?
No. That's our own pool. Our own separate
got
pool.
it. Okay.
Because Duke is helping
So
us
we should
fight
add this to
his
the pool
dad.
below. I should add the secret dice to the pool below here. So we should have 6 dice. Right?
We should have the. How many did the secret have? Is that 3?
3. You had 3 dice.
3.
And Amelia had 3 dice.
Amelia had.
Okay, so it gets another one from me for 4.
Oh, hold on. So the secret has 3.
Yes.
Keep the secret ones up there.
Oh, got it. I'm sorry. Okay.
No worries. But we will now have from my dice the 3 that are going against the pursuer. So our pile for the pursuer is at 3 from me. And
No, you're doing danger. I'm doing pursuer.
Or sorry, yeah, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
You'll
so
get
I'm
murdered
doing
and the
3
pursuer.
towards danger.
Okay.
That sounds like a great band name.
That would be a good band name. And sorry, what were you going to put yours towards, Tux?
I kind of, well,
Pursuer or
it would make
danger?
more sense to. It would make more sense to go after danger, I guess.
Do we want to survive carnies or dragons?
Well, we'll just do 2 and 2. The 2 people who
So-
actually have, the 2 actual responsible human beings will go after the carnies, and the 2 other ones will go after the dragons.
Yeah, I think it would make more sense for me to go after danger. So because all 3 of mine would go towards it, rather than 1 for the pursuer.
That
Is
makes
it,
sense.
is it all 3, or is it just your higher dice?
No, it's all 3. That
Okay. I was just,
that's the old rule revision.
that was the thing that went up from my head earlier. Gotcha.
Yeah, now that you have context, it's like, oh yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah.
No.
So we're at
That's
6 on
just
the
kind of how me goes.
danger. And Eric and Jay
I'm gonna go after pursuer.
is valid.
You already know where Robbie's going. Come on.
Yeah. So that's 4 on the pursuer.
You?
I
I
think
think-
so. Yeah.
So
then-
the end result right now is 4 pursuer, 6 danger, and now the secret, because of the fact that it's been powered up and working towards both of them, we can split that die pool any way we decide to.
Cool.
So pursuer
what's-
is rolling 5 and danger's rolling 4.
You're rolling 6 versus 4. I think 3 versus 5 would be, honestly, unless you want to do two for pursuer, 1 for danger.
We
That's how
need the
I
dice.
think about it mechanically.
Yeah, you guys need the dice. You guys need the dice.
But otherwise,
Well,
I would also suggest that we just take all of the dice.
Does that 3 include my extra?
Well, so we have one of you, so 2 of yours turn into 1 for the secret, so that's actually at 4, not 3. So Amelia should be down to 1, not 3. So
Okay, yeah. So maybe you guys get 3 and we get 1, or do you want all 4?
I mean,
Oh no, 3 to 1 is probably fine.
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean,
So-
besides, you guys are all about hope, so just hope for the best.
Hope.
So danger is 7 on our side, 4 on their side. Pursuer is 4 plus 3, 7.
7v5.
5. Okay, that sounds like a good roll.
All
I think we
I'll-
got this.
I roll danger's 5 dice, or I'm sorry, I roll pursuer's 5 dice.
Okay.
All right,
You
and then
should,
wait, no, the other way around. Stalin, you roll that stuff. You those sweet dice, man. And
You guys have to tell me what
I will roll
happens.
the sequel. All right, then I will roll our final conflict with pursuers with the carnies
Wait,
and see
before-
what it's like, and then we resolve what it looks like.
so wait, it's 6v4 and 7v5. Yeah, whatever. Never mind. Screw it. Robbie's gonna live no matter what.
Yeah, we're both at 7. 7 on pursuer, 7 on danger. We're chock
Alright.
full of dice.
Pursuer, 4 successes. Okay, that's pretty good.
Nice.
And they have 5.
Oh wait, no. I messed up. That's actually better. That's actually 7 successes. I rolled greater than 5.
Oh shit! Really?
No, that's 7
Nice.
successes because they're literally
Yes.
5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4. I just
That's cool. Versus 0. Nice. And that was on
Take that,
the,
pursuers.
that was
Take
the
that, you
pursuer.
carnies.
So just to give you a description of what that means, the pursuer fails completely and the secret safely survives. And then onto the danger. I'll roll the 7 for the good guys.
Do you want me to roll for the bad
Oh,
guys?
because yeah. In case you can't see it in chat, I accidentally did 76 is greater than 5 instead of greater than 4. So I actually got 7 successes.
I
Not that
hope
it
you guys
mattered
don't
because we
mind.
still got 4 zeros a route.
I hope
Nice.
you guys don't mind. I'll roll for the bad guy. He only gets 46, so actually it doesn't matter. But
2,
3 successes total.
3 total.
All right. So on that means that the danger is stopped, but there are recurrent hints that it may not be completely gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
this
perfect.
is actually really
So the
So-
dragons survive, and there are literally no carnies left on the face of the earth. Gotcha.
So yeah, we defeat the carnies. They probably end up going to jail.
yeah.
What
Jail.
happens to our Yeah, and obviously, you know what happens then is though it's probably bittersweet. I don't know what happens to Duke. Does Duke get
Well, I'm thinking.
What is
I'm
that?
thinking-
What
I think he goes
guess-
back with his parents, but like he visits, and then like we see another time of like Zeke's a little older, and we see him
Yeah.
like leaves a steak outside, and then we go back and
Yeah.
it's gone, and I think that's it.
Yep.
I like that.
Correction. The after credit scene is Zeke sitting on the back of a now adult Duke going,
Luck Dragon.
World War II won by dragons.
There's a never-ending story. Yep.
Oh my god.
so do we
alright.
play out the scenes, or?
We can't.
No.
Usually, it ends up kind of exactly like this, where we
I
just
think
sort
that's
of
it. Yeah, I think we
Describe
wrap
what
up.
happened. Yeah, and then we epilogue. So yeah, Zeke.
Oh my God.
The thing with Zeke and the steak, or Zeke riding on how that Zeke has a Duke now, basically. How would
He's a Duke.
so
How could that have
So,
ended any better?
so Robbie? How would you like to end with the two, with Amelia and Robbie?
Amelia, how would you like to end with Amelia and Robbie? Because I'm going to let you start, and I'm going to cut you off.
Well, I guess how's Robbie
Ladies
doing
first.
after murdering a lot of carnies?
Feels fine. To be fair. Only implied murder.
Oh, okay.
Second of all, it was all self-defense. I
Okay.
tried
Okay, good.
in state and federal courts and in carny courts, and I have been found not guilty on all charges. So
Okay, so how about this?
I'm
It's like
actually a war hero.
it's like middle, like late, like it's like afternoon something. We see Robbie like standing on a road in town, kind of like looking around. He looks up to see kind of where the sun is, and he looks over, and we see a schoolhouse, and then like we hear like a ding ding, and the door opens, and a bunch of like older teens walk out, and then one of them is Amelia, and she looks around, and then sees Robbie and smiles, and then hurries over, like leans up to kiss him on the cheek, and then the two of them walk off.
Nice.
And Robbie's
Yeah.
leaning up against a pink car with fins and wearing a leather jacket. He's like, "Hey,
Oh my god! Oh shit! I got it. And you know what happens?
He
And
doesn't
know what we
actually do
see? We see okay. I got my ending, but Zeke, did you want to
You
go
go.
first?
Oh no, go for it.
It's in the future. We're on Main Street or whatever, and we see maybe we see Amelia and Robert come in, and Herman runs Kellogg's General Store.
Nice.
You literal piece of shit."
Awesome.
I love games. I love games so much.
So on Robbie's ending, I think one day Amelia wakes up and she's looking around for Robbie and she can't find him, and she walks downstairs to an envelope on the that just says meals on it.
Don't do this, man.
And
Don't do this.
She opens
Don't
it up.
do this.
She opens it up, and the only thing that's inside is the picture of Herman and what did you Mary? I don't know what her
Marianne, I think it was.
Marianne. There's no explanation. There's just a picture of your dad and my mom, and underneath the hasty note that says, "Take care of your brother."
This game. Oh.
And I'm gonna say you see Zeke, the only person left on the actual homestead, actually continues farming as a farmer. Only he doesn't need tractors anymore, as he's got a pretty decent plow driver, and his old man is in the barn hanging out, Eating steaks.
Zeke has become the fucking Dragon King.
That's right.
I love it.
Zeke the Dragon King.
I love
That's
it.
the TV. That's the TV series that spawns out of the movie Zeke the Dragon King.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like the Penguins of Madagascar spinoff.
I know. Do we, guys? That was amazing.
Oh,
that was
man.
good. That was good.
That was really good.
I had a good time. Hope you guys
Oh,
enjoyed
yes.
Hope by Dark.
Yeah,
This was amazing. Holy crap.
yeah. This was a lot of fun. I can definitely.
It's great when like it's great when you get a game and it's like meant to do a thing and it just totally captures it.
Yeah,
And that is that
Exactly.
this game definitely did that.
Yeah, this Carney
Absolutely.
Dragon Murder Simulator I felt was really well. Really enjoyed the way it captured the essence of my hatred for carnivals and those who run it.
yeah.
Really let me get my bloodlust out in a creative and proper
What
way.
was-
And
what
I
was
got
really
to
cool
mess
is,
with
like-
X's art.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Like what was really cool is like during the first arc, we were kind of building everything up. Then the second arc, things got really difficult, and I was like, "Holy crap, we're probably not going to be able to do it much."
Yeah, I
But
thought
then-
we were done. I thought this was going to be a
but then the-
fiasco game.
But then the finale happened, and it was like, "Oh no, you get all this stuff that like actually helps you out." And it's like, "Oh wow, maybe we'll do it." And then we did it, and I was like, "Holy crap, this played out exactly like one of those kinds of shows, like where it's like we build things up and figure things out. A lot of shit happens, and then somehow they pull it together, and like there's some good, some bad at the end.
And it worked out.
It worked out amazingly.
And
Thank you, Jason.
Oh, thank you guys for playing it. I had a great time playing alongside you guys. That was definitely one of my hopes was that by the second act you feel like all is lost. But I was hoping, and I think it succeeded. That you feel like, hey, we succeeded, yay!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was actually funny because I mean, two things. One, I work with kids, like that's literally my job, and you make a damn good child. Congrats.
Thank you. You know what? I have a lot of friends that will definitely agree with you there.
I have a lot of parents I work with that would agree with you
Oh
there.
my God.
I just like literally fun fact, the first story game I've ever played. Like actual story
Rock
game,
on.
not like Apocalypse World, because I am a story game. That's a murder simulator for me. I mean, this kind of was too, but that's just you guys are all being light and fluffy, and I was
yeah.
like, no, we don't do light and fluffy in my house.
This was
is
great.
kinda like- this is Pete's
Yeah.
Dragon meets like Road to Perdition.
Jason is a great.
Yeah, Pete's Dragon meets Road to Perdition is exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I just like how
Perfect.
attached I got to my character so quickly
Uh.
to the point where like it physically hurt me when you were like, "Oh yeah, so actually Robbie was talking about you the other night," and I was just like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Oh man.
I was just sitting there like, "How could this get worse?" And then Herman was like, "I'm your dad." I'm like, "Fucking shoot me!" But
This
like
was-
literally that break when I walked back in from outside and I just sat there and I said, "I have my scene." That was the scene I was talking about, right? Literally, it was just like I walked outside. I'm like, I have the line. This is the line. How do I get to?
Yeah, well, that's a lot of times what you have to do, right? Like when you
Mhm.
when you crafting a scene. No, that was super good. I think we talked about it a little bit during break, but this is definitely a game that I could see myself playing and having way more fun even the second time. Like, not saying like we didn't have
The more
fun.
you
Like this
know
was
it.
this was a fucking riot. This first
Yeah.
game, but like. Being able to go quicker through the prep, not you, Jason, like you was fine, but like, not having to, you have to walk through and explain each step. You know what
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean?
definitely.
I could definitely see, like 60-minute setup, 60-minute act 1, 60-minute act 2 is pretty reasonable. Once you know what you're doing. That's pretty standard for most story games that I play.
Oh, definitely. Well, and then also like we spent a lot of time letting like since it was a playtest and kind of showing it off. We had a lot of time just explaining like everything about it just to kind of show it off. So like
exactly.
if we, like yeah,
Yes, that
totally.
was
I could
So
see
it
this
was
easily being like a
off.
3-hour thing.
Yeah, so this was long, but only because of those constraints.
Yes, it
So,
was
yeah,
just for showing off. Not
couple-
my
Yeah,
life.
exactly. We were showing it off, and it showed off very
I
well.
wasn't confused. It was all an act.
Totally.
Yeah.
Also, as a note, which because even when you get the game rolling like at a good clip, like 3 to 4 hours is pretty normal. I know some people are want a really quick game, and there are specifically I have a variant section, and there's a variant rule specifically to make the game quicker too. Like if you're like, I only have like a couple hours, but I want to play with some friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, there. My personal opinion, the way that we just played it is my favorite way, because you get a lot more depth out of it. But there is also sort of like the quick and dirty for when you just want to.
Yeah, but
I got a couple hours and I want to go kill a virtual dragon, apparently.
Yeah, to play the quick way, I feel like you really that should not be the first way you play this game.
I agree.
You really need to understand the scene framing things about like how to properly craft a scene and really know what you want to do. Like that's like expert level things, right? And that's actually, I think, like one of my only like suggestions I think would be cool. I know this is just like getting started, but like having a more comprehensive list about suggested yes or no questions for like different scenes, especially being breaking it down by like secret scenes, pursuer scenes, and danger scenes. Like possible listed suggestions for that stuff, right?
I would agree with that. That was actually another person I know requested that as well. The current doc, which is the one that you guys had a chance to look at, it has like a very brief amount. In the back, there's also 3 play sets that basically do a big chunk of the setup for you.
Oh, interesting.
They have the story pillars as well as the setting,
nice.
as well as a custom final confrontation table, so that it's unique to that specific place.
Cool. And so that's probably really good for like if I want to do this in games on demand or something.
Exactly. And there's also I put them in specifically as a tutorial, so that way they have sample questions for each story pillar unique to that specific playset.
Oh, cool.
And some example locations and assets just to kind of give an idea there too.
There's sorry to interrupt you. I could see the space. I just got really excited thinking about it. I was like, no, like there's definitely space for like making like playbooks or like like fiasco playset kind of things for that kind of idea.
For anybody on Twitter, I've created a hashtag called HBD Mini Playset. What you do is you take a picture of all 4 of the index cards. I actually took a screenshot of our secret pursuer danger and setting, and you post them up on the on that Twitter hashtag, and it's a quick way for people to just go, oh, that's beautiful. And it's a quick way for anybody that's like, I want to put a game together, but I don't have time to do the setup. They can just literally look up that hashtag, and they'll have free play sets that people put together.
Oh, that's good to know. So when I make the VOD of this, I'll throw that in the description as well.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I actually just looked up and I saw these play sets, and they're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great kickoffs.
I would like to throw out there just as one comment, because we kind of touched on it, because as I get more comfortable with the system, the inner DM in me wants to see how quickly I can break it, for lack of better words. The question and answer system, I feel like, is maybe just a little bit too easy to get. Like, literally, my last scene the question wasn't like, oh, how, like, will I survive? It was, are any of them going to survive? And
there is a specific rule in there. We just kind of rolled with it because it was cinematically, I think, appropriate the way you were doing it. And I knew it wouldn't affect my scene either, which is really all I care about. But
that is priority number 1.
But there is a rule that you cannot give a question that destroys one of the two main story pillars, because the whole because the whole point
because I didn't kill the main guy. There's your pull of the day.
Valid point. But yeah, the goal is that the final confrontation should be where that happens. But yeah, I thought it was cinematically appropriate the way that you had set it up. I'm like, this is this big final showdown. I'm not going to take that away.
I appreciate it, especially because it's like you were actually one of like the 2 people. Nick was just even text when I literally walked in the set, and I was like, I fucking got it.
I got this.
Literally, I was like, my next scene, I fucking got this. And then I was like, right before I was about to do it, because Eric and I had literally just had a scene. I was just like, shit. Oh, I should probably game this a little more. How can I game this? I got to reason with her first. Okay. Hey, Amelia, come here. Hey, reason. Okay. Now I'm going to go.
Yeah. No, when I was, as we were playing the game and I was learning it, like I had a big question in my head that was like unaddressed until near the end, and like really seeing it and through play, like the value of it. But I was like, I feel like there was so much like dice and pools, and there's a lot of like mechanics to this game for scenes. Like, why shouldn't that be there? Or like, what is the value adding to that? And it wasn't until like hearing like what Stalin just said, and like thinking about it more of like no, that this game is supposed to be gamed in a way that you're supposed to drive scenes this particular way, because when you do it that way, it's like the parents are handling the adult pursuer things and the kids are handling the secret, like it's intentional.
Yeah.
Like, and like just kind of like, I mean, I only played this one time, so it's not like I'm an expert or anything like that. But like, I can see that. I can see how the mechanics drive the story that you're trying to tell that fits the genre, and it's required. But I still have one outstanding question though, if you don't mind, as a designer. I'm interested in it. The asset and locations thing. I get the idea of doing the like having an extra die for the asset or extra die for locations. But do you think there could be like why is it that you only add one versus like why can't someone just like put forward something for the scene when it's their turn and they get a die for it? Like why is there a list? Is that for like inspiration? Like what like walk me through a little bit.
Question. So basically, I mean, in theory, you could actually just like from a purely numerical point of view, you could just say, I don't want to come up with the asset or the locations beforehand and just toss them out as you go. Thank you. I like that picture. That's excellent. Yeah, you could.
I'm pretending to be you. Don't worry about it.
But the main reason I do it is this kind of goes back to the cinematic, the narrative factor. What I wanted to do is I look at the assets as like totems. They're emblematic of the game, and I don't think it'll really come across in the first couple of games. But as you start playing it more consistently, you'll find that it becomes sort of a shorthand for your characters. It's like if I'm the bookish nerd character, I might bring the backpack. If I'm the the outdoorsy hunter guy, I might bring the gun. And they become more like an avatar item, like a single item to represent your character. And the location, the asset one, I honestly, you could pull in whatever you want. I may actually do that in the expansion book, but the locations I'm very strong on, only because as you start building out these locations, they become more than just locations.
Totally, yeah.
In the same sense of like for Marvel, like New York is a character. It's like all the Marvel movies, all the Marvel comics. New York isn't just a place they are; it's a part of what they do. And
yeah.
Like that's kind of the same thing for this. This is giving you that chance to make the location like live and breathe. Like one of the recurring items that I've been or recurring locations I've put into a bunch of games that we've played of this is McDougal's fast food restaurant, and it's sort of become like this running gag chain. So it's like the sort of the fictional thing that the
ties everything.
Yeah.
And so
totally, like you look back on those kinds of shows, and like there's locations that are present throughout the thing, and they build as a thing throughout the show or the movie or whatever.
It's the pizza. It's the Pizza Planet truck in all of the Pixar films.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that kind of helps with that.
I actually totally took it the total opposite way. I was weird. Like I actually like the assets better than the locations, just because we wound up burning one of the locations down.
Well, that's kind of cool to see the assets, like, because you start with one, like mine was the book bag, and I always use the book bag, but then I used the truck for one, and then like someone else used the gun that they didn't come up with, like, so it's
I think I was the only one that used the gun, to be fully honest.
I guess it was like it's cool to see like the person like have their item that they used like to be successful, but then they also like when they split off from that and like use like if I had used the gun for something, that would have been potentially interesting. Like it never came up, but like it could have been cool to see if
fucking Robbie would have liked you so much more.
And that actually brings up one of the things I do like about the assets is, even though they are a pool, like, a gun, anybody can pick up a gun. There's always this implicit ownership when you're the one that creates it. And so it brings this sort of like you're crossing a line to use someone else's. Like, for example, when you took the flatbread truck and it drove off, and at least for me, I was thinking, that's his flatbed
It was
truck.
but it's symbolic in that way,
Exactly.
right?
And
Yeah,
that-
it's
and that's what I
symbolic.
like about it is it drives
There's-
that sort of like.
I didn't need to take the truck. I
Yeah,
could have said
I know.
I had my own car.
Mhm.
Just the heat between Eric and I was fantastic the entire way through.
Yeah,
Literally,
no, I
in
I
fucking
love
one
that. Yeah. So,
scene
Yeah, or like
fucking
when you took the book bag. That was like I actually really liked that when you took the book bag. It was really cool.
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh,
I
and
did too.
stuffed Duke in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I really like. I liked that to see like other characters using other people's items for especially because it was for different purposes. Like it wasn't like to use it as pull something out that's pertinent. It was to use it as a bag to carry Duke in. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I just kind of got a suggestion. Just thinking about this now a little bit. So like one of my favorite things I was listing out like what would some scenes like possible scene questions be for things? It would be like when we're thinking about the ability and the fear, or perhaps like the goal and that kind of stuff. That might be some good stuff to add for like. Well, I mean, it kind of changes a little bit, but like part of Act 1 scenes is kind of like developing the world a little bit and be like, do we find out what the secret's power is? Or like, do we find out the secret power is fire? Yes or no? And then like answering in that way, and then we establish the ability in the scene, or something like that. Or what the fear
Did
is.
Dragon ever get fire? I'm pretty sure her
mean,
dragon never
that's-
learned how to do fire.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know, but I honestly I think playing with play sets was probably would be the most fun because you can get so much like immediately into it. I'd rather do it, but yeah, no, I love this. This was super fun.
I like that. Like having having
so-
play sets to look at is would be really, but and then having the ability to develop your own like we did is having both available is super cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's definitely my goal. I'm planning to add more like full play sets like on the website and such for free. But I wanted. One of the big things for me was I wanted to be able to create a way that anybody can create one and anyone can find one really easy, and that's where that hashtag kind of comes in.
Super.
I'm really excited to see if / how many people use it. I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm literally already in the process of making a playset. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like you're gonna see me tomorrow, like on the Discord and stuff, and be like, guys, seriously though, guys, seriously, this game.
I'm not joking. I've already made it.
Guys.
This is exciting for me. So this is I mentioned in the beginning. This is my first personal book that I put out. I haven't had anything in the role playing world in about a decade, and even back then I was doing freelance stuff. So I'm very excited about this, and makes me really happy to hear that you guys enjoyed it this much. That's great.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Guys, I think we're inflating his ego too much.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're gonna do some outros then, or last words and stuff, and then we're gonna wrap up for this evening because I was super late. So Tux, you first, my friend.
Hey everybody. Sorry I cut out. Like I said, my internet decided to do random maintenance, but my phone was able to handle it. So luckily I was able to be around for the finish. I'm Tuxtradamus. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, all at Tuxtradamus at the places. Right now and mainly I appear on other people's channels like Eric's and some other really awesome people. I'm looking to kind of get my own bumps back up again. I've got some stuff percolating, and I'll hopefully be getting that going pretty soon. So if you're curious, go to those places and check it out. If not, and you are back here, I'll probably see you again sometime. Jason, thank you so much for letting us playtest and play around with your world and game and everything. It was super fun, and I already followed you on Twitter, so when the Kickstarter goes, you have a Kickstarter.
Awesome.
So yeah, and then Eric and Jay, thank you very much for being part of this with me. It was so fun. It was so fun.
Yeah. Thank you. Cool. Jay?
No, I assumed I was going to go last just because whatever, but let me push my fake glasses on. Man, you always go to me and I just never know what to say. It's awesome. I think it's because Tex is still here and I'm still insecure about it. Anyways, I'm Jay, also known as Seductive Stalin. Don't ask. I sometimes stream. Haven't been streaming very often because, again, working on a 2-year degree in a year is smart and fun. I really recommend it. To the people in Math Squad earlier who actually believed me when I said I had 2 PhDs, nope, I was lying to you, but now you know.
Oh, well, yeah.
I let that announce it. So, yeah, I wasn't joking. I literally already have the playset done for this. However, it is also a shameless. It is a shameless plug for my game Horror World. Upcoming playtest soon. Wink, wink, Eric.
All right,
And
bring it up.
expect me to hijack Eric's stream at some point in the future because Once Upon a Gulag is just too good of a name to let go. And thank you for just randomly inviting to me this like one today for me. I was just like waiting at school and I was like, hey Eric, I want to shamelessly advertise my game on your stream. What are you up to? And he goes, hey, do you want to play a game tonight? I'm like, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
That's why I was asking, not advertising.
so yeah, this was awesome.
Twitch.tv/Seductistone.
Right. And Jason, how can people find you?
Well, there's a handful of ways. So on Twitter, Protagonist Industries is at PROTAG_IND, Protag-ind.
Yeah, that's below your name on the overlay.
Yeah, right somewhere over there. And then www.protagonist.industries, which is an actual URL. There's no comma.
Nice.
I've got a blog there that I've been posting at least twice a week on to kind of keep everything lively for the game. And what's the last one? Oh yeah, Facebook. I'm on the Facebook thing at fb.me at Protagonist Industries. And I'm glad that you guys are interested in the Kickstarter because the announcement for when that will be launching will be done later this week. If you follow on Twitter, I will be announcing it there. If you're on the mailing list, which you can get on from the website, I will be not only announcing it there, but sending out the preview URL so you can see what's going to be available. So feel free to join that mailing list and wait with bated breath. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep, and I've been and still am Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris and everything. Check me out on all that kind of stuff. This will be on YouTube tomorrow. I'll definitely share it with you, Jason. And if you like this kind of stuff, well, in a little bit, I'm putting on the finishing touches of our podcast, Once Upon a Cast. That's going to go out today, and that'll be it. So,
you used my name.
Yeah. And we will be, I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. for some Torchbearer. This Unlisted Adele returns, so we'll be doing that. So, all right, guys, that'll do us for tonight. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. This was fantastic. So I really appreciate it. All right, take care, everybody.